life to the American public. A Harvard team of researchers says they might already have some. They say microscopic debris at the bottom of the ocean floor could be from alien technology. And Harvard professor Avi Loeb led that mission to the ocean floor and joins us live now. Professor, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So, Professor, can you explain what exactly did you find at the bottom of the ocean, and why does your team think that it might be alien technology?
Well, on January 8th, 2014, a meteor was detected by US government sensors, and it was moving very fast. And I realized, together with my student Amir Siraj, that it was actually faster than the escape speed from the sun, from the solar system. So it came into the solar system from outside. We called it the first interstellar meteor. It's the first object from outside the solar system that was recognized. And the government also released data on the fireball that indicated that the material strength of this object was tougher than all space rocks that were cataloged by NASA. And so that raised the possibility, since it's moving faster than 95% of all the stars in the vicinity of the sun, it may be aided by propulsion. And moreover, it may be made of some artificial alloy that makes it tougher than even iron meteorites. And this is not a philosophical question. We decided to go to the Pacific Ocean and search for any relics from this object. And amazingly enough, we found them. We found tiny millimeter-sized spherules. These are metallic marbles embedded within the volcanic ash on the ocean floor that is more than a mile deep. And we surveyed a region that is 10 kilometers in size with a sled that is only 1 meter in width. So think of it as a heroic effort to find tiny fragments from that explosion, and we found them.
And what did the metallic marbles tell you? Why do you think it's alien technology?
Well, we don't know yet. So now we are examining them with the best instruments we have at Harvard University. And soon enough, within the coming weeks, we should know the composition and the isotopes that make these marbles, and figure out whether they are natural, similar to rocks in the solar system, or something unusual, like an artificial alloy, like steel, for example.
So how, at this point, I know that, excuse me to interrupting, I know that the analysis is still ongoing, but at this point, how likely is it that you think that this is alien technology?
Oh, at this point, we don't know for sure,
okay.
But we are, at this point, what we are trying to see is whether the composition is different from rocks. Okay, that's the fundamental question. And then just think about these spherules as romantic rose petals leading us to our partner, so to speak, because they indicate the path that the meteor took, and there may be a bigger relic, the size of a meter or so, left on the ocean floor, which we are aiming to find next. So really the goal would be to find whatever big core of this object was, and then it will be obvious whether it was a rock or a spacecraft. The reason, to think about a spacecraft is, if you think about Voyager, it went into interstellar space, and it could collide with an exoplanet in 1 billion years, and it would appear as a meteor. And all one needs is to examine whatever is left from this first interstellar meteor to figure out whether it was artificial or natural. And, this is the first opportunity for humans to put their hands on an object that came from outside the solar system.
Okay, fascinating. And it sounds like there are so many questions yet to be answered. So I'm going to let you get back to your research, Professor, and please check back in with us when you find out more results. I would love to know the origin, the alloy, all of it, what it's composed of, and if you end up finding that big other object, we'll check back with you. Harvard professor Avi Loeb, I appreciate you spending some time with us. Thank you.
Thank you.